Hi everyone. So today we are learning about the golden rules of accounting. Okay. So golden rules of the accounting is the base for doing the accounting. So we are just learning about it. So the golden rules of accounting. I mainly discussed with you two approaches. One is the modern approach and the another one is the traditional approach. Okay, this is the traditional approach. If you want to do your transaction at a very faster speed, yeah, with an ease, you just adopt the modern approach because it's very simple. Okay, so here, but if you want to be going into the depth, yeah, if you want to be in the accounting profession, so I think that you must acquainted with these both two approaches. Is one is the traditional and another one is the modern. So here, just start with the traditional. This is the traditional. In the traditional approach, the accounts have been bifurcated into the three categories, that is personal account, real account and nominal account. Okay, so personal account is further bifurcated in three more categories. But firstly, we just know what is personal account. देखो, whenever an account which is related with the name of a person, the person is a natural person or a artificial person, yeah, or a group of person, all those things are coming under the head personal account. Because personal account, it is related with the person. Whenever we are just talking about the person, we have bifurcated that there are three types of. But whenever we are just uh, telling about the person, whenever there is a person which is coming your in transaction, you just think that you have classified in the personal account. Then real account is just related with the asset. What do you mean by asset? The simple question is, what do you mean by asset? We have known that there are tangible assets, there are intangible assets. Assets जिनको हम touch कर सकते हैं, which we can see, but intangible assets are those uh, assets which we couldn't see or which we couldn't touch. Okay, so what do you mean by assets? So simply, asset are those things which are owned and controlled by the business owner. Okay, yeah, by the business. Okay, and these are going to pay you back in the future, from which future benefits can be received. These are known as assets. Okay, so assets are categorized. Yeah, you can say that we are going to take assets under the real account. So next account is the nominal account. Nominal account is just related with the expenses. Is nominal. Okay, expenses is incomes, losses is profits and gains. Profit is the thing that you earn from the things in which your business deals. Okay, such as goods, such as for example, if you are in the stationery shop and you have a stationery shop and you are just selling the books there. So from the books, the income you're from, whatever you are just earning from there, you are just going to say it profit, the extra amount you have earned. But if you sell the computer which have been there in order just to make the entries, so when you just say sell this computer, the amount, the extra amount you earn from this thing, you are going to say it gain. Okay, so I just told you that what is the difference between the gain and the profit. Okay, so now personal account is the account which is related with the person, real account is related with the assets, and nominal account is just related with the income, expenses, profits and losses and gains. Okay, so now personal account, the natural person. Whenever we are just talking about the person, it could be a natural person, it could be an artificial person, it could be a representative person. Natural person, it is the person which is created by the god. Okay, such as you, human being जिसमें soul होती है. Artificial person, such as your companies which have been formed under any act or law. Okay, created by the law. Representative person, whenever we are just talking about the representative personal account, we are just only including there your outstanding and prepaid items accounts. Okay, but whenever we are just talking about the representative person's account, it represents a certain person or a group of person. For example, there are 100 employees and you have not paid the wages or the salary of those employees. So how you are just going to write down, yeah, how you are going to represent them? because it's not an expense, because you don't have paid them, so it's a liability now. And here we are just not going to make the entry for each of those 100 employees. So here we are just saying, and we are just representing them by a single account name, that is outstanding salary account, okay, which represents all the persons to whom the salary needs to be paid. So it's like this. So that is why I said you that in representative personal account we are just including, yeah, we are just taking the outstanding and the prepaid items, because the outstanding means it's a liability for you, so it's not have been included in the expense now. Okay, so we are not going to treat it in the expense. So now we are just moving to the next, which is real account. Real accounts are the accounts which are just related with the assets, tangible or the intangible. Assets are like land, building, cash, stock, etc. Okay, and intangible, copyright, trademark, goodwill, patent, rights. So here I just make you clear that in the modern approach, your stock, that is your purchases, your sales, it has been treated as a nominal account, that it is an expense. Okay, when you are going to purchase something, it is treated as an expense, but when you are just going to sell it, it is a income. But in the traditional approach, your stock is a asset, because your land, you purchased the land, you treated it as an asset, you sold it, you also treated it as a asset. In the same way, when you just purchase something, so you when you are purchasing the goods in which you deal, you are also going to treat it as an asset, and when you are going to sell it, you are also going to treat it as an asset. The profit, that between thing, between your purchases and your sales, it's the profit, and this profit is going to transfer in the nominal account, only this thing is there. Okay, so here if you see in many of the examples in your book here, where the stock is treated as your real account, but in the modern approaches is the stock is treated as a nominal, so you don't get confused. Now I told you how this is treated. So now nominal account, it is related with expenses, just your incomes, just salary, sales, purchases. Here I have written here, because in most of the modern accounts, your sales are being considered, or purchases are considered to be a nominal account. Okay, so commission, rent, electricity. And remember one thing, whenever just a prefix is attached with the salary thing, okay, then it becomes a representative personal account. I think you got clear with it. These are the types of accounts, and this is the traditional approach. So now I just make you clear that this is the personal account, this is the real account, this is the nominal account. I don't told you about the rules, so now I'm just going to introduce with you the rules. Okay, rules of these three accounts, with which we are just going to write down, with which we can just write down the transactions. Okay,